full disclosure, you're getting the real Kay today. So let's roll that intro and get right into this video. Hey guys, I'm Kay and you've arrived at my weird little corner of the internet. Welcome. If you're new here, I'm a part-time reseller mostly on eBay and Poshmark, and I desperately need to quit my job. Mental health is super important. I'm a huge advocate for it. It's something we all struggle with at some point in our life, and you know, full transparency, it's really affecting my mental health, and the last week at work has not been good by any means. So I do have 2 interviews next week. Wish me luck. I am notoriously a bad interviewee, but to be fair, I have had the same job for 16 years. So there's not really much room for interviewing there and, like, you know, improving my skills. So we'll see what happens with that. But in the meantime, I need to really grow my reselling business, because if something happens and I just can't take it anymore, which I'm pretty much at that point already, and I don't have a backup plan like another full-time job lined up, I need to be able to support myself and live with just my reselling income. So that brings me to the purpose of this video, which is not only to list my little heart out, but to also overhaul my entire inventory. So if you didn't know, I live in a 1,000 square foot home. It has only 2 bedrooms, coming from an apartment with 3 bedrooms where I use the 3rd bedroom as kind of the catch-all and my eBay Poshmark room. It's been an adjustment for sure. I'm in my laundry room threshold right now, and to my left is all of my like hard goods and plush, but everything else is stored in my shed, and my shed is not that big. It also has to hold all of my other like gardening and yard supplies. So like my lawnmower has a whole bunch of extra white plastic fence posts just in case anything happens. It's got a ton of stuff, plus it has all of my totes of inventory. So previously, and I say previously because I've been working to change my inventory system in the last few weeks, which is going to be talked about in this video, but previously I had totes based on categories. So I had jeans, I had athletic, I had men's, I had an other category which was just, you know, a mix-up of whatever else didn't fit in the other assigned bins. I have 3 shoe bins, but what happened was they got so cumbersome. Like I had too many of one category and only 1 tote, so I just had like 8 reusable bags full of inventory that weren't in a tote. So I've been slowly getting new totes from Target. They're like the hefty 72 quart with the extra storage lid if you guys need that information for any reason. But yeah, so I've been slowly moving those over. Liv's been helping me. I've been paying her to help me, you know, change that stuff over. I got plastic bags from Target, which really pains me because I try not to use plastic if I can help it at all. But it's just something I felt was necessary for my business because I was having a hard time locating my items when they sell, because they could be in a tote, they could be in one of the reusable bags, and there was no real organized system. So I was really struggling, but each tote fits roughly 30 items, and I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with the shoes yet. I might just get like a shoe rack so that they can all just be out and I can easily see them. I might still just put them in a tote like everything else and just, you know, label the tote A and then have a list of all of the items that are in box A. But everything else is a number, so I put them in a plastic bag, put a number on the plastic bag, which I will reuse because, like I said, plastic is not for me. But yeah, so I've been slowly doing that. I have a few totes already ready, but there's other things in my shed that need to be tackled, like my patio cushions that I need to pull out now that it's springtime, and, you know, some other stuff that needs to be tossed. I have an umbrella from last year that I need to sell because I recently downsized from a 6-person dining table to a 4-person, and so I had to get a smaller umbrella. And yeah, so I'm gonna sell that old one. And yeah, that's basically what this video is going to be about. It's not the most exciting thing, but you're getting a little peek into my day-to-day life. And I'm also going to be listing a ton because I have been consistent with what I've been currently bringing in, like all of my Friday thrift finds things and stuff, but I have like 4 bags over here in my laundry room that are old. Like some of them are from like the end of 2021 that I still haven't tackled. So with that said, I'm also going to have mystery boxes available on my Poshmark. So I'm gonna have like maybe 5 to 8, maybe 10 if I can, mystery boxes of clothing and shoes, which are going to be 5 to 7 items depending on weight to stay within that 5-pound limit on Poshmark. They're going to be $32. I will leave the link to them in the description below. Please don't feel obligated to buy from me. I'm just trying to, you know, get myself into a position that's more comfortable for me. And I don't feel so overwhelmed with things. I'm also going to have 2 mystery boxes full of plush, so if that's something that you've been interested in but don't really know where to start, this could be a good option for you. I don't quite know how the pricing is going to be for that yet because I have to figure out what I can reasonably expect to fit in a 5-pound box full of plush. So those will be linked in the description below as well. But yeah, let's get into this video. I'm not quite sure how it's going to pan out. I'm not the best with vlogs, but I am trying to work on it this year in 2022. So here we go. Side note, I did also want to tell you about some sales that I had because you guys have been asking for some what solds. So I had 6 sales today that I just left out for my mailman. I had 4 on Poshmark and 2 on eBay. Surprisingly, eBay's been kind of dead for me. I do have 4 other sales, but they're all buyers who haven't paid yet, and some of them are about to hit that 4-day window where I can cancel it. But yeah, so I sold a pair of John Fluvog shoes. They were heavily damaged. I shared them, I think, at the end of December. So they've been sitting about 3 months, and I got an offer from a buyer who lives in Australia. So they are going GSP, 80 bucks, happy to get rid of them. It's only my 2nd time finding that brand, but it does pretty well for me. The other sale on eBay was a personal item. It was a universal thread from Target gray cardigan that sold for $10, but it's only coming from my closet, so it's all profit anyways. Then the 4 sales on Poshmark, I sold a pair of Hoka One One. They were the Clifton 5. I had them listed for $80 and I got an offer of $62. So happy with that sale. I paid less than $5 for them. I also paid less than $5 for the John Fluvog shoes. I sold a Fabletics tank top for $10 that I've had since 2019. I also sold a pair of shoes from my ThredUp shoebox collab with Veronica. They were the Jack Rogers flip-flops, and they sold for $41. It was an automatic 10% off discount that was sent by my Posher VA. So yeah, I mentioned in that video that I usually get about $40 for them, so $41, I was right on. And the other sale was an Aloe Yoga turtleneck that sat in my death pile for months. And I finally listed it about 2 months ago. It didn't have a size, so I had to do measurements, and that sold for 30 bucks. Quick location change because I just happened to be in my kitchen when I got the notification that an eBay buyer paid. This is one of the 4 sales I mentioned that I was waiting on payment for. This is a Squishmallow. He is Francis the Lion. He is a clip with this little keychain right here. The clips are pretty sought after because they're harder to find than the normal size Squishmallows. I have less than $1 into this guy. He was in a bag with some other plush on the wall of bags in the toy section, and that's pretty good considering he only sold for an offer of $9.70. But yeah, I'm gonna package this guy up real quick and get him out before my mailman gets here. All right, so here's a quick example for you of a tote that's already done. This is 181 to 210. And everything's just bagged up. But the caveat is that now I have to update all my listings on both platforms to include this new SKU, and it does take a lot of time, so alright guys, please don't judge me for what you're about to see. You can see some of it in the background here. I am sorry about the lighting, and also if you hear shots, it's because I live semi-close to a gun range, so you often hear that in the background. But anyways, it pains me to put this out there on the internet because, you know, everybody wants to share their highlight reel. That's just the nature of social media. But you know, I think it's important to put real life out there, and this is my real life as of right now. So I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you what the inside of my shed looks like right now, March 27th, 26th, 2022. All right guys, so this is my shed in all its messy glory. So we have a wire shelf right here that I pulled from inside my house before I got new shelving units for my hard goods. This is a tote full of stuff I pulled from my booth. Most of it already has tags on, as you can see, and I just never brought it back there. I have some yard tools. Here are all my totes of inventory. As you can see, some of them have labels. Some have since fallen off because I just used like masking tape. My leaf blower. This box of clothes right here is for a consignment client that I really need to go through. Another wire shelf, a plastic shelf, a ladder, another ladder back there that's supposed to go to my booth as well, a bunch of my friend's stuff that he pulled from his car, my lawnmower, and here's the cat. She lives outside, and she's coming to hang out. So here are some totes that I need to bring into the shed. So what I'm gonna do for right now is pull all of these, everything that is my old system, and move those into my house so that I can start putting them in bags, numbering them, and getting them into my new inventory system. So let me do that before it starts raining, so that way I can still work in the shed while the rain comes. All right, so I'm sweating like a pig. Sorry for the heavy breathing. All the boxes are gone. After I took them out, I realized I had this in there. This is a membrane for when my contractor did my tile floor, but I don't need it anymore, so I'll probably put the scraps up on Facebook Marketplace. I have my patio cushions that are gonna go outside, and this is the screen for my storm door, which I don't think I'll ever use, so I'll probably try to put that in some corner somewhere where it won't get damaged, just in case, you know, when and if I sell my house, someone who lives here after me might want it. So I'm gonna try to sweep this floor and start putting the new totes in here. All right, so this is a bag of stuff the numbers had previously sold, and so I replaced them with new items, and so now I just got to get them in their appropriate boxes. All right, so this right here is all either extra siding, extra wood boards, or extra posts for my fence that were left by the previous owner. So I'm gonna try to organize this a little bit. I have my gardening gloves on because I've already found 2 spiders in here and I am afraid of them, so I'm not taking any chances with them touching me. Yeah, so let's do that. All right guys, here we go. One shelf full of 8 bins. I need another shelving unit at least, and I don't think I'm gonna fit all my inventory into one more shelf, so I'm at max capacity for sure. I did list this one set of fence boards and the tile membrane. I still have to figure out what I'm doing with this box of inventory that is for my consignment client. Also listed this small shelf for sale. Boxes, a bunch of junk, more inventory, and then over here I have like my yard tools and a shelf full of more yard things. So not ideally where I want to be, but for one day I am happy with the progress so far. All right, so here is the bin I'm working on right now. So everything is in a plastic bag, either a gallon bag or I think this is a quart size bag from just Target, the Up and Up brand. And so I have a few more items to fit in this one, and it'll end at 270, I think, number. And yeah, I still have a lot to go. So this is a better view of my living room. This thread-up box is just stuff I want to either donate or list on Facebook Marketplace. There's some new totes I got from Target. They're $13.79 at my Target. I have some plush over there from a Goodwill Blue Box I recently did a video for that I haven't put up on my channel. And more boxes over here. The teal ones are all shoes. That yellow IKEA bag is shoes. I have these bins that I'm working on here, and those are already done. Here is the shelf. I'm gonna put that together tomorrow. So yeah, send help because I need it. What's up, guys? It is around 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday, the next day. I haven't vlogged at all today. I did have a clip for the booth, just a quick little update of what my booth space looks like because some of you asked to see it. It's just gonna be stuck in at the end of this clip, but I want to give you an update. I am working on bin number 8. We are well into the 300s at this point. I'm about to do 361 to 390 or 400, I can't remember. And yeah, so it's been an adventure to say the least. My space behind me still looks like a chaotic mess, which it is. I have pulled out a bunch of stuff that is either old or stained or was mine, and so I don't really care if I donate it. So I'm gonna go through later and delete those listings off Poshmark and eBay if they're listed on eBay. Because when I first started reselling, I listed on Poshmark first, and sometimes I would list on eBay as well, but most often I only listed on Poshmark, so a lot of these things never even made it to eBay at all. And it's a lot. I still have to build my second shelf, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need a third shelf because I still haven't tackled any of my shoes. So yeah, it's probably going to extend into the next couple days. So this really isn't a weekend vlog anymore. It's just gonna be an inventory overhaul vlog. But thank you guys for coming along with me. It's kind of like you're my coworkers, even though, you know, you're not physically here with me. You can probably relate to this a little bit if you're anything like me. But yeah, hopefully I never have to do this again because it is a lot of work. I am not as young as I used to be. I'm in my mid-30s and I am hurting. So anyway, let's roll that quick clip of a sneak peek inside my booth as it looks today. And then I will touch base with you guys in a little bit. Alright y'all, so I'm clearly in my shed. This is actually Monday morning. I am on my break from work, my morning break, and I have a couple sales to pull, so I just wrote it on the back of a receipt from my booth. Here are the numbers and what they sold for. I decided to run a 35% off sale on anything in my Poshmark closet that had been sitting for more than 90 days and not relisted. Sorry about the lighting. It's a little windy, so it's blowing my door back and forth. Anyway, so I sold a couple items from that. I sold 6 items. One of them's already in the house. It was an Express, the Portofino shirt. It had like a cute heart print on it, but for some reason it hadn't sold in like 3 years. So that sold for $10. And let me pull the other 5 things and I will go over them with you. Okay, so first one, this one was actually not part of the sale, but it still sold over the weekend. This is a Revolve brand. It is called Privacy Please, and it's like a blue and white striped dress. This sold for $34. Next we have a Nike tee. This says J's, Trays, and Fadeaways, I believe. This was part of that 35% off sale, and it sold for $9. All right, now we have a Donuts and Deadlifts like waffle knit tee. I only know about this brand because of my former life in the fitness community, and this sold for $15. All right, next we have a Chaser like pullover. It says Van Halen on it, like the band. I got this around my birthday last year, so around July 4th, and it was in New Jersey. I went to some random thrift store that we found near where we were staying, and this sold for $10. I think I paid $2.99 for that. And last is an Eileen Fisher cardigan. I've had this for a couple years as well. It's really cute. It's like a knit open front cardigan made of good fabrics because it's Eileen Fisher, and this sold for $17. So yeah, you can clearly see my new system behind me. I still have to go after work today, pick up one more of these racks and 8 more bins if they have them. They've been running low on these, so I'm hoping that they will still have them in stock so that I can continue this, and this other rack will go over here. It's still not the most ideal because I do have to take the entire bin out of the rack and put it down on the floor in order for me to look through it, because I'm leaving the tops on. Since this shed is exposed to like the weather and creepy crawlies, I don't want to just leave the lids off like I see a lot of other resellers do, so that does make it a little more difficult, but this is still way easier than what I had before, which was just a category system and it was very disorganized. But yeah, I'm really happy so far with the progress. I will keep you guys posted on the third rack situation, and we'll see how things progress. I also want to talk to you about 3 more items that sold on Saturday after my postman came. So I sold the Rothy's that I got in my ThreadUp collab with Veronica. They sold for $81 on Poshmark. I pay $80 for the box, so that was a good sale. And then I sold a pair of Adidas Superstar sneakers. Those sold on eBay for, I think, an offer of $40, and those came in the discounted ThreadUp shoebox that I got, that I don't know if you guys have seen yet because I don't know when this video is going to go live in comparison to that. But that box cost me $50 and these sold for $40. So I'm already almost in the green on that box as well. I love the shoebox. It's my favorite box from ThreadUp so far. I do still have 3 to open and another one that's coming tomorrow. And then the third item I sold on Saturday was a pair of Athleta leggings. They are a camo legging and I think they sold for $30 or $35. I will put it on the screen. And yeah, that is in a thrift with me video that also isn't out yet on my channel. So yeah, those are the sales from this weekend that I am pulling and have going out. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next clip. All right guys, so this is the final look. Had to get a third shelf. I still have 3 bins to fill. So these are all clothing, the numbered ones. I have shoes and letters. They do take up quite a bit of space, so I don't know if this will be the permanent solution, but for now, that's where they are. Like I said, I have a couple more bins to fill. I obviously want to leave room for new inventory coming in. I have a thing of squish up here, which I might just put back into my house where they were before, so that I can utilize this for more clothing or shoes. One of bags. Yeah, so far it's working. It does still suck to get bins out of the bottom row, especially because it's a lot of bending over for me, but this is still infinitely better than my previous system, so it's all a learning curve. But yeah, I'm excited. So yeah guys, that's it for this video. To say that I am exhausted would be a serious understatement. I am going on now 4 days of working on this project, and while I'm happy with the result, it was a lot of work. So yeah, I'm excited to use this going forward and see how it works for me, or maybe, you know, some process improvements that I need to make. Let me know how you store your inventory down below in the comments. I would love to hear about how other people store their inventory. I know like Kathy and Chris over at Ginger Marvin, they have banker boxes that they have letters for, and that's how they do theirs. I didn't want to do letters because I didn't want the boxes to be too heavy for me, because I'm using a bigger tote than a banker's box. So we'll see how this goes, but if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me out here on YouTube to know what type of content you enjoy seeing from me. And if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you here in my weird little family on the internet, and I'll see you next time. Bye!